All right, my brother Darrell. Where are you?
I'm over in Pacific Grove, actually. I'm in,
Pacific.
by Monterey, California.
Okay, awesome. Very good. Well, I'm going to
Yeah, they
turn
just
it
had the
over to
car
you.
show around here. It was really nice. You just see these $10 million cars on the beaches.
Also, all the expensive ones, the Lamborghinis and the Aston Martins and all that.
Oh yeah, and those old Porsches that are like one of a kind from the 1930s or something,
Uh,
or like those spiders
yeah.
that are 1944 ones. But yeah, I'm Darrell Hulse II, named after my dad. I have, known Ken for a little bit there. I've been, um, I've been speaking at these different events that he's had. Oop, there's my cat. I didn't shave her bald. Um, for what my purpose is, for what my purpose is, I'm trying to make the world a better place. The way that I'm trying to do that is through the health industry. And by changing how we think about health, how we approach it. Right now, our company Dreambody is in beta phase, and we work on peptides and GLPs, but we have a myriad of products that are going to be releasing. But the way that we're working on making the world better is by introducing better health. I'm going to make videos on wellness, fitness, health. Um, I have been exercising every day, and I've lost quite a bit of weight from all of the all of the exercise. Babe, can you take the cat from us? She's she just wants to hang out with me. Yeah, and so oh well, yeah. Anyways, yeah. So a little at a time, we progressively have been applying ourselves in different areas. Right, I'm working with an art collection over in Washington, D.C., with Phil Matola's works. I've been working with Dreambody to help to get out there the peptides. We're in the beta phase, so we're right now making sure that everything that people order gets sent out to them. And one of the big things I've cared about for the majority of my life is spreading peace and love. Like it says in the book of Matthew, blessed be the peacemakers, right? And so my goal is to make peace. I've gone to peace summits. I've gone and spoken at the Royal Peace Summit uh, that was 2022, I believe, and I got to speak with people who were like a Lama, Rigzin Dorji Rinpoche, and then also my good friend, His Eminence Tulku Choyin Yeshi Rinpoche, and Queen Maria, as well as many of the other people that attended the event. I got to go and speak about peace, encourage it, and dialogue about how we can make the world a better place. And slowly but surely, we've been seeing more people attending those, but we just need all the nations to start encouraging more dialogue and less, problems. And so, yeah, one of the big things that we try to do is, and it has to happen on a individual level, not just a macro level. Like each person could be making a mission to be more peaceful with another person. They don't need to depend upon something larger. If they have peace with their neighbor, their friends, their colleagues, it spreads. If you love your neighbor, you love your colleagues, you love your family, you make a commitment not to act out anger and aggression, act out unrighteous anger, and you're not, it's different than being fair to someone. If you're kind of irritated, that's different than malice. And so one of the it's not just physical health, it's also spiritual health. If you're less angry, less prone to anger, You do things like seek therapy, seek counsel. My wife's a therapist, so I know the benefits that people see because she has to take notes and show progress with everybody who's her clients. There's certain expectations when it comes to therapy that people improve, and people often will think that maybe, you know, some things don't serve any purpose. No, it serves a purpose when you progress. It may not be drastic. It may not be instant gratification like most of society's used to with social media, because they don't show they show the 8 years, but they show it in 8 minutes. When in reality, it took the whole 8 years to make that change. It's like weight loss. Weight loss isn't immediate. It takes weightlifting, it takes, proper health practices, things like supplementation. Something like a peptide's not just going to cover everything, just like a GLP-1 just won't cover everything. You also have to exercise on your own. And those types of changes on an individual level make the world, at least the individual's world, better. And each person whose life is better, each person whose life is affected, they end up bringing that better self to their loved ones, to their family, to their friends. And because of that, you start to see the world transformed by our own improvements. It makes it easier to have peace, love, prosperity if we're each focused on creating more, better decisions that lead to that reality for ourselves. And to the extent that we can, to the extent that we understand to, it's always a good leader listens to others. A good leader will seek out the information rather than just expect it all to fall on their lap. And so as time progresses, more and more people we encourage to work on bettering themselves and getting, people into leadership. This is, Dreambody RX. We actually made this. We made the branding. We put everything together. We have a great team. And it wouldn't have happened if it was not for a group of leaders all coming together and working together. And one of them just happens to be Bald. Yeah. And so.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Awesome. So, I mean, I love the work you're doing, and obviously your purpose, wanting to, make a big difference in the world. I'm curious as to kind of what inspired you to be the leader. What's the personal story? I know there's some connection here.
Yeah. I mean, a big thing is, when you're married, you start to pursue a lot of the ideas that you have. Mm-hmm. Right. And for me, I've always tried to build multiple businesses all the time. I tried to build a guitar business when I was 19 years old after working in a factory. I was working in a factory called Hunter Industries. And so I ended up building a guitar out of plywood, a screw, 2 nails, and a beer bottle and a guitar string. Nice. And then I tried to build a lot more, and then I figured out it's a little harder with the varying materials, like tin bends when you put, steel into it, which I didn't think about when I was 19. And I got all these guitar necks and ukulele necks, and I was planning to make ukulele tin guitars, and then or ukulele tin guitar tins, and it just didn't pan out the way I thought it would. But I saw plenty of people make stuff out of cardboard. And so year after year, I started to think, okay, let's try these different things. Dreambody wouldn't have happened without Genoa King and Mona Viola. If it wasn't for them, then yeah, it wouldn't have happened, because they had the connections to the pharmacies, they had the connections to the to the doctors, to the entire team, and even had the vision to connect doctors and and the platform itself so that we have a telehealth platform on it. So people can actually get telehealth without having to drive all the way. You know, some people live in towns where it's 2 hours away to get to the local hospital.
Hmm. Yeah.
And so for people who they know repeatedly what their prescription is going to be, they can actually become a member, and then when through their membership they get 4 visits per year. And so, you know, for people who know they have recurrent problems, yeah,
Yeah, that's
that's
awesome.
something that
That's awesome.
helps.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So that creative mind, obviously, that's started the inventor's mind, but then, just the entrepreneurial spirit. So that's awesome. So, how does one find out more about DreamWorks, DreamBody, excuse me,
So
DreamWorks, DreamBody?
Dreambody, we have a website, Dreambody RX,
DreamBody.
dreambodyrx.com. So you can go to
Awesome.
dreambodyrx.com. We also have an Instagram page. Yeah, or just reach
Awesome.
out to me.
All right. Well, Darrell, thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your wonderful story, and certainly the Dream Body RX dream, right, in beta, but soon to be in full swing. We look
Yep.
forward to seeing how that launch goes, and keep doing what you're doing, my beautiful brother.
Awesome.
And thank
Thank you,
and
Paul.
thank you for shaving the head.
Yeah, yeah.
That's leadership right there, everyone. That's leadership right there.
I
All
thought,
right.
oh, this is fun. You know, shave the head. Just like
Awesome.
BaldAThon, I'm part of it. Cool.
All right.
Awesome. Thank
Thanks,
you.
Darrell. I appreciate you. Thank you very much.